Hey everyone, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings for me each week, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is, what message does your crush have for you? Okay, so I'm excited about this video because the songs that came through were effortless and they match with the cards perfectly, and I just love when things work out effortless like that. Okay. Oh, also, if you guys have any requests, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And yeah, because I mean, I have a lot of ideas, but I'm curious as to what you guys would like to see, since we're a fam here and all. So, yeah. Also, feel free to comment on anything about any reading that you hear, okay? I love to read the comments. Okay, and with all that being said, let's get started. In front of me, I have 4 different options, each with a different stone. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what message does your crush have for you? Okay, so the overall theme for your group is my depth card. Okay, so instantly when I saw that, the song that came to me is Born's 10,000 Emerald Pools. Okay, and what's cool about that is that, okay, so that song talks about, this diving deep into the water and finding this treasure. And I feel like what's funny about that is I love when like a Borns song comes through, because to me that band is like a hidden treasure, okay? And yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's just one of those things you just get if you like the band. And I feel like that's what your crush views you like. Okay, so you are like this hidden treasure or gem that they have discovered, okay? So that's pretty cool. And along with that are the lyrics, okay? And they are, okay, so underwater, time is standing still. So that tells me like when they're in your presence, or they maybe see you on social media or whatever it is, it's like time stands still for them. And you're the treasure, I dive down deeper still. Okay, and with the diving deeper, I'm diving deeper, deeper for you. It's like they want to really get to know you, I feel, okay? So they're willing to do what it takes to like really just start this off right, is the feeling that I'm getting. And they do. They want to know all about you. They feel like there's a definite depth to you. And I feel like they know this about you, like more than other people, okay? And they want to go there with you. They want to like know your depth, which I think is amazing, honestly. Okay, so yeah, that sets the overall energy and theme as far as you and your crush goes. Okay, so next to that, we have the self-serving card. So I feel like as far as your person goes, I feel like they do view themselves highly and they hold themselves highly, but it's in a balanced way. So I'm not getting like they're like conceited or like so self-centered that everything they do is all about them, or everything they talk about is all about them. No, this is just, like with the crown here, I feel like they definitely just view themselves like highly and they want the best for themselves and they carry themselves well. So yeah, I mean, they're like, they hold themselves like they are that king or queen, okay? I also got the opposite card in regards to you guys. So that tells me that maybe, you know, there are certain things about you two that do come across as being opposites, okay? And, you know, for some of you, I do feel like you both are from different worlds. And then others of you just feel like there's something in particular maybe that you two are kind of opposites about. And you're wondering, like, does that matter or not as far as like giving this connection a go? And okay, so along with all that, they are currently saying that they're going through a rough time. And I feel like that's about life in general, okay? Because a lot of fives came up for them. So that tells me that this person is going through some kind of change in life currently. And okay, so they come across here as the King of Spades or the King of Air or Swords. So, okay, they don't have to be an air sign, but they could be. But I do get the impression that this person is intellectual, okay? They are good at conversation and, you know, just all around like a very decisive and action, you know, oriented person, and just, you know, just an observant. So going along with the depth card though, I do feel like you two would have great conversations. Like the more, you know, involved you two get with each other, I feel. So, okay. They view you guys as the Queen of Hearts, okay? So even if you're a guy, just flip it, make it this work for you. So they view you guys as being attractive and friendly and just like I said, you're a hidden gem, okay? They view you like you are just kind of like enigmatic, okay? Like you come across like no other, okay? So they're really intrigued by you and how you are, like naturally. And yeah, like I said, you're that hidden gem or treasure that they're like, well, now that I found you, you know, I'm not letting you go. Okay, so with this other king that showed up though, I feel like this person wonders though, something is making them wonder, like, are you already involved with somebody else? Okay, so I'm not sure what's giving them that impression, but that's coming through for some of you, okay? So yeah, and maybe you were involved with somebody before, you know, you met your new crush. I don't know. It's a general reading, so... But that's coming through as far as some of them. And they are wondering if you will take a chance on them, like, and if you would choose them. So yeah, so even if you're involved with somebody else, it's kind of like they wonder, you know, am I the one that you would choose? So when I see this card, this tells me though that this person does take relationships seriously, okay? And they are all about commitment. And yeah, I could even see, you know, if this is a guy you're wondering about, them gifting you with roses. Well, it doesn't have to just be a guy. But, you know, yes, I do feel like they would gift you. And okay, so with this bird card in particular, I feel like, okay, friends and family mean a lot to this person. And for some of you, yeah, like this person would kind of take others' opinions into consideration, okay? Because they're close to, you know, friends and family. Okay, and then with this bear card here, I feel like this person is doing well as far as work goes, or they will be, okay? Because they do have the 5, so they are definitely going through some kind of change. Could be in jobs, could be with themselves, could be both. But either way, like, if they're not already established in something, I feel like they will be doing really well, okay? And I feel like overall with this bear energy here, like I said, and with the self-serving card with the crown, this person overall, though, has a powerful kind of like presence and energy to them. Okay, so I feel like people like overall like respect this person. So you just have that kind of just a regal, you know, king, queen-like presence about them. Also, they say that they are willing to do whatever it takes to make this work with you, which I think is really sweet and great to see, honestly. Okay, group number 1. This is what I see for you guys. All in all, I feel like this is amazing energy and I'm excited for you guys. All right, let me know in the comments if this resonated, and if it did, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what message does your crush have for you? Okay, so group number 2, your crush is all over the place, okay? They go back and forth as far as entertaining this idea of actually moving forward with you, okay? So the overall theme for this group is protection. So this person is definitely trying to protect themselves, okay? So their heart is guarded currently. And yet it is like they do want to move forward and they do want to entertain the possibility of something popping off with you. But due to the whole like protective mode, it's like it's coming across as not that consistent, okay? And it is due to them having trust issues and fears due to the past, okay? Due to being hurt in the past. Okay, so what's interesting is, as I was looking at these cards that are definitely like all over the place and going back and forth, what's interesting about that is how the song that came through as far as the overall energy and theme also came through, like bits and pieces of it, which I found to be super symbolic for this whole thing. Okay, so I was like getting, I know I'm not saying the right things, and I'm like, what? And all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, it sounds familiar. What is this? And then like finally the song came through. Okay, so what it is I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to think of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if I had to walk the world to make you fall for me, I promise you I would. Okay, so it's this band When in Rome, and the song is The Promise, which fits perfectly for this group, okay? So along with them being in that protective, guarded mode, the communication card came up next to it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And when this comes up, this tells me that this person, they're either inconsistent with communicating, or like 1 minute, you know, they'll be like, they'll show interest, the next minute they'll just keep it platonic or like kind of cold, cut and dry. Or, you know, like if you two are, you know, communicating consistently, it's like if something comes up for them, it's like they don't address it clearly, you know. And I feel like that the whole thing with this is it's like, as for you guys to succeed in like moving forward with this connection, it's like they do need to communicate. And I feel like naturally this person's just not as skilled of a communicator as most likely you guys are, okay? And I could see how this would be kind of confusing. And yeah, you don't know what to make of this. Okay, and what's interesting about this person is with my candle card here, it's like they are a naturally ambitious and driven person, and I feel like, you know, they make things happen out in the world, okay? So they're really good at, you know, like getting out there and doing things, okay? And you see that they lack no motivation or drive as far as that goes. But as far as love goes, though, and I feel like people often, like, this takes them by surprise with this person. It's like, no, okay? So even though they're driven and fearless, or at least they come across that way when it comes to making things happen in the world, when it comes to love, they are the opposite. But either way, also with this candle card, I feel like, you know, they are like drawn to your light. So they see that in you, okay? So I'm also like, I'm getting like this feeling of like them outside of this window on like a winter day or night and like looking in on this warm room, okay? And you are this light and this warmth, and like I feel like it's kind of like they feel like they're on the outside looking at you, and they feel like if they could just get past this barrier, this window, and come inside, like it's like they would have what they want, but they don't know how to move forward. Okay, so they have their own like block that they're trying to deal with. So in the meantime, this person is like hoping that you're not, you know, like nobody else is catching your interest basically, while they know that they're not putting forth the effort with you yet. Okay, so they also say they have a lot going on and they're trying to balance it. Okay, so that's currently what's going on in life. And that's mostly what's taking up their attention, time, and energy is whatever's going on in life. But they do say that they want to take a leap of faith with you. Okay, so they also say they're waiting to hear from you, which I find to be interesting. It's almost like they want a guarantee that you're interested. And then maybe they feel like they'll have the courage to move forward. Interesting. They also say that they're stuck in their own confusion. Okay, and that's what's causing the lack of action or communication towards you. And there's also a part of them that feels like they have to compete for you. Okay, so that also goes back to them, that whole like them hoping that you aren't like, you know, crushing on anybody else currently. Okay. As they're trying to get up the courage to approach you. Okay, so with this shark card here, I'm getting the impression though that this person likes to come across as being kind of tough and independent and like they don't need anyone. So they definitely have this independent streak. But at the same time, I feel like they also like conceal their feelings. Like they don't like to let on like how they feel, you know. I do feel like this person kind of feels like, you know, if they show their emotions, it's kind of like seen as somewhat of a weakness, or that, you know, people won't find them as attractive. Like it's just what's coming through as far as what they think. Okay. I actually feel like though, what's interesting is I feel like the opposite is true. Like if this person did let their guard down and they did show emotion and be more vulnerable, I think people honestly would respect it and they would actually fall for this person like even more. Okay. And it's not to say, you know, like, cool, you're tough, you know, but it's like, but then it's almost like people take that overboard and then that's the only way they come across, and then they look like they don't have a heart, you know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like, so sometimes this person can come across as being just kind of a tough guy or girl. So Aquarius also came through, so one of you could be an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. I feel like that's kind of just, this is representing a part of their personality where they like to do things differently than other people and kind of, you know, just either do their own thing, do things their own way, or just, and it goes back to that, like, being independent as well as their own person, and they just, like, yeah, I just feel like they're kind of a lone wolf. Okay, all in all, though, group number 2, like, going back to that song of, like, I'm sorry that I don't always have the right words to say and they don't come across as how I plan them to be. Okay, so I feel like Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So before I get into what I was going to say, along with that, though, I feel like so sometimes too, when they do communicate, I feel like it comes across maybe, and this is for those of you that actually do communicate more with this person, like maybe kind of harshly, and it goes back to that like tough exterior and like kind of fierceness that they have. And it doesn't mean that they don't care. It's just like sometimes I think they get flustered or triggered when they're not, like when they are in their emotions, then they don't want to show it and they don't know how to communicate it. That, yeah, sometimes, you know, it could come across a little harsh. I'm not getting like, you know, anything too whatever, but but with the overall theme though of that song, so even though, you know, they're protected, their communication is kind of spotty, I feel like this person overall though means well. They just have to get past whatever it is that's keeping them from like just allowing themselves basically to feel. And you know, and I feel like with practice the communication will get better. But yeah, I do feel like though this person overall also, you know, has a bright light and like is a very passionate person, and just, and I feel like you naturally come across this way more so. So this person is definitely drawn to that because they want to be more like that in a sense. They still kind of have a fierceness about them, but I do feel like, you know, they want to be able to love as freely as you do. So, like I said, and the other part of that song is like, I'd walk the world to make you fall for me. So yeah, I do feel like, you know, this crush is coming around and they want you to know that, but it's like kind of slow moving for you, I feel. So definite earth energy coming through as far as like the pace of this, you know, progressing goes. But I do feel like, again, the intention is there. It's just, they gotta get through their own obstacle that's blocking them, basically. So, group 2, with the compass and the faded card, I feel like no matter, you know, even if you guys tend to go without communication or seeing each other, you know, depending how involved you are with this crush, it's almost like you guys, you tend to gravitate like back towards each other, which is interesting, okay? And it's kind of like, you know, you guys tend to reorbit in each other's realities, and it's like, it's kind of fate, like, this connection. So that also kind of goes along with the song, you know, like, I would travel the world to make you fall for me. But it's like, in this case, though, it's almost like without even trying, though. Like, so maybe you and this person, like, run into each other, you know, when you're out and about, or one of you thinks of the other and then you hear from them. Like, there's some kind of interesting connection going on as far as you two go. So like I've been saying, like, if this person could just get past whatever it is that's keeping them from fully giving their heart over, I feel like you two would have a beautiful connection. And, you know, their communication just, you know, if they communicated clearly what is going on for them, I feel like you guys would be fine. Group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you make of this whole thing. And if it did resonate, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what message does your crush have for you? Okay, so right away, the overall theme that came up as far as this person goes is unique, okay? And then along with unique came alternative. So I'm getting a real, like, kind of rocker-ish vibe, okay? They're definitely kind of a rebel. They like to do things their own way. They are just this one-of-a-kind, unique person. And I feel like they feel like you are too. And this is why you two are so drawn to each other. I also wouldn't be surprised if this person was either in a band or just like creative. Like I could see them writing songs, especially about people who mean, a lot to them. So yeah, there's definitely this theme coming through as far as music and writing goes. And some kind of rebel or a person that likes to do things their own way. They're a definite outside of the box thinker. They're very creative, artistic type of person. Okay, so the song that came through as far as this overall theme and energy goes is John Mayer's Half of My Heart, okay? And the lyrics that go along with that is, half of my heart's got a grip on this situation, half of my heart takes time. So that tells me that this person's kind of got this like 50-50 theme going on. Okay, so a part of them is like, okay, so what's interesting is it's almost like they felt like their reality was kind of even keel. Like things weren't that exciting, but they weren't that terrible. And then I feel like you came in, like the lyrics in the song say, then you came crashing in like the realest thing, and I'm trying my best to understand all that your love can bring. So it's almost like you came in and this like a celebratory like energy and emotions like became awakened in this person, and they were like, whoa, like a little like they loved it, but at the same time they were a little bit like, ooh, this is intense, and their like a knee-jerk reaction is to almost like retreat what is unfamiliar, and even if they like it, they're like a little overwhelmed just because that's how they are as a person. So again, going back to the lyrics, it's like half of their heart, has a grip on this, like is all for this, and then the other half is like, half of my heart takes time. Okay, so they're kind of like a little divided on this whole idea about you. Okay, and it doesn't have to do with you. This is definitely about them. So they come across, I feel, as kind of 1 minute they're interested, the next minute, they back off. Okay, so for some of you, this person is or was actually involved with somebody when you met them. Okay, so that was also part of the confusion. And they were like, whoa, like, who is this person? Like, I don't feel the same, like, celebration. It's like very Four of Wands feeling, like, just like party, fun, anything's possible, just like, woo, somebody who makes you feel alive. Like okay, so even if they were involved or talking to somebody else, they were like, whoa, like I didn't, and they might know this person longer and it doesn't matter. It's like, so they're kind of confused about that. If this person, those of you watching, are or were involved with somebody else. Others of you, they're not, okay? So it'll go for some of you and not others of you. So their response to not knowing like what to make of this whole newness of you coming in and shaking things up in their reality, and them feeling like great but then feeling weird about it, and it could be because of being involved already with somebody. They're kind of got this overall energy like, I'm doing me right now. Okay. And I feel like that does come across, and that's why you're wondering about them. Like, well, are they interested or not? They're interested. They're just making it known that they're putting themselves first and doing what they need to do to feel centered and balanced again. They also say they don't know what they want right now. Well, that makes sense, given, you know, their current state feeling kind of like a roller coaster or like the waves on an ocean, okay? So they're riding these highs and then these lows as far as like not knowing like what to do, what to make of this newness that they're entertaining. Okay, now this goes for a very small portion of you. If you guys were like more involved with this person and something happened and you're not really communicating right now, they want you to know that they regret messing things up with you. But for the rest of you, I feel like this is a new person, you know, that you might be talking to here or there. And that message is not meant for you. Okay, so this person is coming across like the King of Fire. So even if it's a girl you're wondering about, okay, so they're very lively, fiery, passionate person, okay? And I feel like you're really intrigued by. And like I said, they also have that artistic, creative side to them. They do things their way. And there is something that's just different about their style compared to everybody else's, or their look, okay? Definitely goes back to with that uniqueness and alternative card. Okay, so it's kind of like this person knows that in order like for anything to really happen between you, they're going to have to take that risk. Okay, so they're kind of like debating. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah. A little bit of Two of Pentacles energy, you know, like juggling, weighing it, wondering where they're at. Are they feeling courageous or not? But your outcome card is this. So this tells me that you are going to hear from this person if you aren't already, and I do feel like they are going to take the risk on you, okay? Because nobody else makes them feel that celebration type of feeling. So yeah, you got this, group number 3. All right, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 4. Okay, so what love message does your crush have for you? Okay, so the overall theme for your group is the crush card, okay? So I feel like this is a very mutual thing, okay? So you're crushing on them, they're crushing on you. And the song, so instantly what I felt when I looked at these cards was kind of breathless and like, whoa, you know, and all these like kind of like butterflies. And the song that instantly came to me with this is Joe, I Wanna Know, okay? So the lyrics in particular are, it's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time I come around you, I get weak. Nobody ever made me feel this way. And, you know, like, and he says, I want to know what turns you on. I want to know what makes you cry. I want to know what makes you happy. Okay, so basically this person is going about this whole connection with you smart, okay? So they want to know every little angle and what not to do to hurt you. I mean, you know, that should be a given. But, and what makes you smile, what, you know, what do you like? Just all around, this person wants to take the time to get to know you, which I think is really sweet, honestly, okay? So they're coming forward with this connection smartly. Okay, and I feel like that comes, honestly, from their background and how they were raised. I feel like they were raised, you know, with manners and, like, their roots mean a lot to them. So I feel like, you know, structure and a sense of groundedness and a sense of practicality and just, like, if you're gonna do something, do it right. Like, this person is a no-nonsense person, I feel. So, yeah, and I feel like when they got their eye on something, they want to they take it seriously. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna do what it takes to make things work, basically. And yeah, I feel like, so this person is all about like a stable structure, and like, I feel like they feel like you're the one though they want that stable structure with. Okay, this person also comes across as being charming and fun and playful, and I feel like you do too, and that is why you both are drawn to each other. Oh, sweet. On top of both of you being attracted to each other. They also say that they daydream about what you two could be. Okay, so this person is all up in their feels. Okay, so definite 7 of Cups, 7, you know, like, they're dreaming. They're dreaming about you two and what you could be, but at the same time that they're dreaming and infatuated with this connection, it's all crush-like. I also see, though, with the 10 of Diamonds here, though, again, it goes back to that they are level-headed and they are practical and willing to put in the work to make things work, okay? So this person wants to invest time and energy and attention to building this and growing it, okay? And yeah, and you know, that's like one of the ultimate like future cards for building your future with somebody, so they definitely see a future with you. They also say that they love the connection that they have with you. So if you guys aren't actually like communicating yet, I feel like what that means is like, you know how we have like an energetic connection with people, and you know that when you feel connected, there's like that mutual, there's a mutual interest going on, okay? So, and you know when you feel cut off from somebody energetically, like, you know, maybe you guys get rid of each other off, you know, social media or this or that, just, you feel it's like cut off. So it's like, if you aren't communicating, then that's what they mean by that. Like, they love it. They love this unspoken energetic connection you two have with each other. Okay, so they also say that you are going to hear from them. So even if you guys haven't communicated yet, they say that they are going to communicate with you. Okay, and yeah, they definitely come across like the Jack of Hearts, which is, you know, the Knight of Water. So definite romantic, okay? And again, I feel like, you know, this person, they're a hopeless romantic. So it's sweet. It's a very sweet, romantic, chivalrous type of energy with this person. And I do feel like they would shower you with affection and just make you feel like a king or a queen. So it's cool. All right, and with this card, I feel like you both would be like a breath of fresh air compared to what you're both used to dealing with. So maybe in the past you both dealt with like more immature people, game players, just people who were kind of petty, didn't communicate right, or didn't know what they wanted. And you are going to come in each other's lives at a time where you both want the same thing, and I feel like there's going to be such a refreshing newness about this, okay? And in fact, what's coming to me as far as that, it's like you both are going to make each other believe in love again, which is interesting, just because it's so mutual and at the same time. Okay, so with this card, I'm feeling like for some of you, this person could live at a distance from you. Okay. And with the House card here as your outcome, I feel like, you know, that goes hand in hand with that 10 of Diamonds. Like, they definitely see a future with you guys, okay? And then, yeah. Okay, group number 4. Oh, this energy is so sweet. It makes me smile. Let me know if this resonates in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.